welcome back to Jacob's Toys 5-minute figure reviews. Please do like, share and subscribe if you're enjoying the channel. All support is very much appreciated. So we are taking a look at the IRONHEART figure from the Ursa Major wave that has recently come out and hit stores. Now IRONHEART, for those of you that don't know, is Riri Williams, who is a 15-year-old inventor and a relatively new character. She debuted in around 2016 and is going to be played by Dominic Thorne in the upcoming IRONHEART Disney Plus TV show, and obviously going to debut in Wakanda Forever as well. Now the head sculpt here looks awesome. It's a really nice head sculpt for a comic book character, and the actual suit itself is very nice. It comes with 2 additional hands with the little IRONHEART kind of like symbols there on the top. Comes with 2 blast effects, and it also comes with these 2 kind of smoke effects as well, which we haven't seen with an Iron Man suit before. Now the articulation is pretty good for a smaller buck figure. It's definitely got a nice articulation on it, and the paint apps and the details etc are very nice. Now for those of you that don't know, Riri Williams is like a 15-year-old inventor, and she actually built the IRONHEART suit in her dorm room as a bit of a challenge for herself. Now, without giving too much away, basically there was a second civil war amongst all the Marvel superheroes, and Iron Man went up against Captain Marvel, and that's where IRONHEART, or Riri Williams, joined forces with Iron Man and helped him against Captain Marvel. Now Stark actually went into a coma following this, and that was when Riri decided to take up the mantle of IRONHEART on a more permanent basis. And that is all I'm going to tell you about the character. I suggest that you go and pick up some of the comic books because they're still readily available, and find out a little bit more about this new and very exciting character. Now as you can see here, these blast effects kind of go around the wrists and over the blast effects out of the hands, and it gives a nice alternative to what we've seen before on the kind of Iron Man-esque suits. It's a really nice little figure, I'm not going to lie. I mean, the paint apps on it are very nice, the articulation's nice, and the detail's very nice, and it represents the IRONHEART character quite well. I really like this unmasked head. For a comic book character, it's got some really nice detail, and obviously there's new sculpting on the hair there as well, which is really cool, really cool. If I'm my personal opinion is I would have preferred to have had the Mark III IRONHEART suit, which was like the pink and black suit. Obviously this suit is the Mark II, I believe, or maybe even the Mark I. I'm not quite sure. It's either Mark I or Mark II, but obviously it's in the Iron Man colours, so it's in the gold and the red. Now there are some details under the arms and around the neck and that makes it stand out, and obviously the shape of the helmet is very different, and on the back of her hands she's kind of got the little IRONHEART kind of symbol logo things there as well. But the gold and red is very Iron Man-esque, so I would have liked to have seen that pink and black suit, but maybe the guys at Marvel Legends just thought that was a bit too much of a stretch for those that didn't know the character, whereas the gold and red is obviously instantly recognisable. Now these blast effects do go around the feet as well, which is quite cool. I'll just get the other one on there as well. I don't know if they're actually intended to go around the feet. I know that we've seen production pictures with them around the wrists, but they do fit around the feet, and it kind of gives the figure, if you just kind of put the arms back a little bit there, it kind of gives the figure a bit of a different look than what we've seen before. So obviously if you are going to display her standing flying, then obviously you can have a little bit of a different look, or you can just put them around her wrists to create a bit of a different blast effect coming out of her hands. So yeah, so as a figure, as the first that I'm looking at from this wave, it's really nice. As I said, the helmet here represents what it looks like in the comic books. It's a lot more angular than the Iron Man helmets, and it does stand quite a bit shorter. As I said, in the comic book she is 15. I don't know whether she's going to be that age in the MCU or whether she'll be a little bit older, but in the comic book she is about 15-16 years old, so obviously it is a much smaller figure. So let me just grab actually a Iron Man suit as well. So there she is with all her accessories, a nice bundle of accessories as well. Get quite a lot in the package, which is quite nice, and I love an accessory, so I always like it when a figure comes with a bunch of accessories. So I'm just going to grab an Iron Man anyway. In regards to the builder figure, she actually does come with the right leg, I believe it is, but we'll get to that builder figure in a separate video. So let me just grab an Iron Man suit. I'm just going to grab the first one that I can get hold of, which is one of the Infinity Saga wave ones. It's obviously an MCU Iron Man suit versus like a comic IRONHEART suit, but you can get an idea of how tall she is in comparison to some of the other figures as well. As I said, she is a teenager, so she would go better alongside some of the younger characters. maybe a Miles Morales or something like that. And I'm not going to actually, let me grab a Miles Morales so you can just see. So there we go. So there's the Miles Morales comic book. So you can see she stands up a lot better with those younger characters. Now I'm not going to give too much away about who she does team up with and stuff in the comic books. Really do recommend that you go and pick up one, or at least have a look at sort of her backstory online. But yeah, as a figure and as a character, I'm really pleased that we've got her. It's nice to see some of these newer characters coming out in Marvel Legends. Yeah, and she's really nice. The articulation's nice, the accessories are nice, and the finish overall is pretty cool as well. So yeah, really pleased to have an Ironheart in the collection. Fingers crossed for that pink and black one, because the design is slightly different than this one. So yeah, anyway, thanks very much for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you soon.
Oh, yeah.